Chapter 13. Angelica walked around the port area, where Laredo's office was situated, for 10 minutes. She walked around in circles, letting her subconscious brain take over. She was sure that she had most of the pieces of the jigsaw, but maybe there were 1 or 2 missing. She walked aimlessly, and after a while she noticed that she was outside the same coffee shop that her, Augustine and Javi sat in at the back end of the year before. Angelica took a seat at the counter and nodded when the man behind the bar said, "Cappuccino." She didn't question at the time why he'd just assumed this. But later, when Angelica was laid in bed unable to sleep, she wanted to know what had prompted the assumption. Did he remember her from last time? Or did she give off all the signals that she was a cappuccino drinker? Did she look like she couldn't handle the strong stuff? Drinking the cappuccino with her thoughts still rumbling away under the surface, she was aware that someone else had entered the cafe. There were 4 seats at the counter. The new occupant of the room sat at the one next to her. She stared forward, concentrating on her drink while hoping the brain would subconsciously concentrate on everything else by not focusing on it at all. The male voice next to her was offered a café solo. Now that was a proper coffee, according to everyone in Europe except the British. She looked to her left and saw features that she recognised. Javi Jones was next to her. "Right place, right time," she said to herself under her breath. "Sorry?" he asked. "Nothing. How are you?" "Good," Javi replied. "And you?" "I'm good. Javi, I wanted to ask you about Tina." "You know I can't talk about a case while we're investigating it." "Well, guess what?" Angelica prompted. "You're already investigating it yourself?" "How did you know?" she asked. "It wasn't a coincidence that you were at Tina Gonzalez's home, and I know what you're like when you get the bit between your teeth. I can't be seen to encourage it, but I'm not going to put you off either. You're a big girl. You make your own decisions." Angelica loved listening to Javi's voice. The mix of Spanish from his mother and Welsh from his father had produced a blend of the deep rounded vowels of the Spanish and the sing-song Welsh twang. She'd certainly never heard anyone else speak like that. "He's not talking in the interview room. I've spoken to him for around 3 hours now in total. I ask questions, he sits there silently. I can't see him being charged with her murder." "What else can you tell me?" "I can't tell you much." "Oh," she replied, disappointed. "I can't tell you much, because there isn't much to tell."